Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I want to thank you for your interest for Samara region. So my name is Serafima, travel company Samara in Tour. We live in a very beautiful city called Samara region, and it is very difficult in one presentation to show all the opportunities and all ideas for your tourists, but I will try to give you an idea and some facts to remember. First of all, I want to say that Samara is situated in the middle of Russia, so we say it's the heart of Russia, and it's very easy to reach our city and to make combination with other great cities of Russia. As you know, now we have direct flights from Delhi to Moscow, so that's why of course everyone tries to start from Moscow, St. Petersburg, but then we give you an idea to send your clients to Samara, because it's very easy to reach by airplane. It takes only 1 hour and a half from Moscow and 2 hours from St. Petersburg, or you can get a train. It's very comfortable and easy as well. And talking about Samara, as I told, it's a very beautiful city. Why? Because it is situated on a great river Volga, and it's very good to spend your time and your holidays in, especially in summer season, because Samara is the only city in Russia that is situated on one bank of the river. When the city is on one bank, and the other bank, it's national park where you can stay, where you can walk, where you can make hiking and see all the beauty of the nature when you can touch this nature. So we recommend, of course, to visit us in summer period. So talking about food, it's very important for Russians, and it's very important for people living in Samara, because our food, our kitchen is combined of many nationalities. So you can find everything here, all kinds of restaurants, more expensive, less expensive, with very good services. And of course, we try to make some master classes and workshops when you can try to make something special and to take it with you. For example, the workshop and cheese tasting is very interesting, attractive. You can attend. It can be attended not only by adults but also by children. It's in a very beautiful place, also touch the nature, but we still have a lot of ideas like this, and I can share you in emails or during the network. And also what you should remember about Samara, that we have a lot of chain hotels in our city. We have Hampton by Hilton, we have Holiday Inn, we have Renaissance, and we have also Lotte. So it's one of the 4th hotels, Lotte, in Russia, and we have it in Samara, high-class hotel, where we can do a lot of conferences, where we can make meetings, or just have a good rest after excursion program or after your rest on the river Volga. But also we have such accommodations for health, for example, if you want to make some checkups, if you want to make some procedures. We want to show you our sanatorium Volsky Utsos. It's very familiar. People from all Russia coming there, because it's also situated in a beautiful place in nature, when you can also walk and touch the nature. It's Sanatorium Samarsky. It's situated not far away from the central city. It's very very comfortable also for accommodation, because there is also a hotel, there is a swimming pool indoor, in summer period outdoor, many activities for children and adults as well. And if you want to touch two cities of Samara region, it's Samara and Tольятти. Of course, it's Sanatorium Nadezhda. It's also situated in a very, very beautiful place outside of the city, but it's very easy to reach from it to Tольятти. And of course, a lot of new objects are built for the few years, and not a new one, but one of the favorite one. It's called Ruskaya Охота. Why it's popular? Because very beautiful place, very good kitchen, also outdoor pool during summer period, and it's situated just between Samara and Tольятти, and just 10-15 minutes from international airport Kurumich. And people who combine Samara and Tольятти, of course, we recommend to accommodate in this hotel. Sosnova Family Club, it's a new property. It was built 2 years ago. It has a great open swimming pool. It has a lot of programs, a lot of activities. So if you want to run away from city, it's the best place to stay there. But in 30-40 minutes you can reach, of course, the city center, where you can make all the excursions, when you can have, for example, some meetings or whatever the purpose of your visit. And one more property, it's situated on the river Volga, called Hotel Mayak, very good infrastructure. Now they have a very, very good and beautiful spa center that is very popular. So after long excursions, you can also have a rest in their spa complex. Also, we like winter season, because we have both summer and winter season. It's very, very beautiful to come in January and February. You can see all great pictures of snow, of trees. You can swim in open pools as well that are heated for special temperature. So it's not Alps, but still it's Samara, and it's very, very comfortable and very, very beautiful here in all seasons, both in summer and winter. So I think that you can also share we can also share the contacts, and we can discuss how can we communicate and how can we make our business, because as for us, of course, we do all big groups, small groups, individuals. More comfortable it's to make small groups and individuals, to make the programs that are asked and awaited by the clients. So that's why I can share you the contacts, our website samarintour.ru, and our email address, where you can send all of your requests, and we can calculate the special program, the special prices for your clients, for the requests of your clients, and make a tailor-made vacation for Samara for them. Thank you for your time. I hope to communicate with you during the network, to share the contacts, and to start working. Have a good day.
Good afternoon, colleagues. Namaskar. I am Natalia Zavalishina, and I am CEO of Intourist Samara company. We have been working in the tourist market for more than 25 years now. We are one of the oldest companies in our region, and we are a member of the Russian Union of Tourism Industry, Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We are part of the single register of the Russian tour operators, and we are also accredited by IATA Association. We offer customized or package tours as well as personal tours for individual tourists or corporate clients as well. One of our priorities is development of inbound and internal tourism in Russia. Our company is offering tours across the Samara Oblast and Russia as well. And as the previous speaker said, Samara region, or Oblast as we call it in Russia, is the heart of Russia, I would say, geographically, in the middle of our greatest river, Volga. And the oblast itself looks like a human heart. We are proud to be a heart of the Russian Federation, so to speak. Samara Oblast is a big economic, transport and scientific center of Russia. We have over 150 major and medium enterprises, and Samara is the 9th biggest city by population in our country. Just a second, please. Well, in Samara, we have everything that you need for your leisure. The longest embankment, the biggest railway terminal in Europe, one of the largest, or the largest square in Europe. Back in 2018, we were hosting city for FIFA World Cup. Our oblast has everything for any vacation, any trip to Zhigulovsky Reserve and to Shiryaeva village, where famous Russian painters worked, as well as historic museum, the Space Museum, various theaters, a branch of the Tretyakov Gallery. We have Oceanarium, Ethnic Park, the People's Friendship Park, Volsky Spa Complex, the Equipment Museum. You will never feel bored at our place. We have quite an interesting historic corner of our city, which was founded in 1586. We have merchant towns and historical architecture in the modern style there. It's an open knowledge that our city back in World War II was selected as the second capital city of the Soviet Union, the so-called backup capital of the USSR. And there was built a bunker for Joseph Stalin. And we have guided tours in that place, and we also have, you probably know that Samara city is a space capital of Russia. We have the space, or cosmos as we call it in Russian museum. It's all part of our historic or cultural curriculum. If you visit Samara Oblast, you can not only go to theaters or museums, you can also visit industrial enterprises, automobile works where famous Lada cars are made in Tolyatti, Progress Enterprise where we develop our space industry, and certainly you can visit private farms and dairy farms, as well as greenhouses. In our slides, you can see just a few programs. They vary from 2, 3, 4 days, depending on what you want. And we also have, depending on how many days you're going to spend there, we could fill your program with everything that you want to see. This is House Museum of Ilya Repin, a famous Russian painter, in Shiryaeva village. As again, a Samara Space Museum, Stalin's bunker. So here is our cost estimate, so we could provide that slides to you, and we could also customize any price for you as you want. Speaking about different hotels, and we can offer any type of excursion by your request, individual or corporate customers or whatever you want. So we love our city and our oblast. We love our nature and culture, and we look forward to welcoming you here in Samara Oblast. You will like it as much as we do. We could also go to the city of Kazan. It's a nearby place, and this is the capital of the Tatar Republic of Russia. So, just a second, please. I'm going to show you our contact details. This is it. You can see our email address, phone number, as well as a website, interest-samara.rf. We will be happy to see you in our region. All the best to you, and dhanyavad. Pierre Melege. Good afternoon, colleagues. Namaskar. It's my pleasure to see you all here. I am Tatiana Didukina, CEO of Ulyankine Progulki tourist industry, the Samara tour operator. We're going to tell you about 2 winter tours for those who would like to visit us at winter time. But first of all, why choosing Ulyankine Progulki, Ulyana's walk in Russian? We provide different types of tours for any purpose. You can see a specific excursion or a full set. We are for long-term cooperation. Therefore, please watch our slides till the end, and please do write to our email address, because we will certainly discuss what you want. We can use all types of payment. We have unique routes. All our managers have tourist background and can select a tour that would be ideal for you. We are using safe transportation, and all our excursion guides have certain documents and they are certified. And today I'm going to tell you about 2 tours. The first one is called Become a Samarian for 3 days. Why a Samarian? Because that tour will be featuring many Samara citizens at our facilities. The tour is taking place every week. You can be just only one for that tour, or a group. First day, we get together at a railway terminal. We get on the bus, and we are going to see the Samara merchant houses and Stalin's bunker. Then we go to the Museum of Arts and make a gastronomic souvenir, a chocolate bar, in one of the studio of Samara. After 5 p.m. you have free time. Second day, we are going out of town. We're visiting the Malamut Dogs place, then to Garibaldi Castle, a very famous place, and then we are dining at the Volga River bank, because the Volga River goes through the entire Samara Oblast, and then we end our day at the spa complex. We got back to the hotel at 7 p.m. The third day, we are going to spend across the Volga River. We will go to the other bank of the Volga to take a look at the city from the other side. That is a very magnificent view. We will either have a hovercraft or a motorboat. On the other part of the bank, of the Volga River, we will be tasting different types of um, cheese and other things. So that's how our trip ends. You can select just an excursion tour, and accommodation in town you can select yourself. It's just 10,000 rubles, 10,800 rubles, just excursion per person. Or you can buy accommodation as well. Five-star hotel, 7th Avenue is going to be 20,800 rubles per person, or at a merchant house like Graf or Loft. Earl or Loft or Zhiguli or Sevre House, where accommodation will cost you 16,800 rubles. We give you a 15% commission. We also have a winter tour called Samara Holidays.
It only happens in January and February. There are 2 dates. So we choose a group and then we go around the city, visiting Stalin's bunker, having lunch in the city's cafe, and then there is the mandatory degustation of the Zhigulovsky brewery. Then we get accommodation in the hotel, and on the second day we will go to the Friendship of the People Park, where you will find 20 national houses discovering the culture of people. After that, there will be tea drinking with nice national pastries, and then we will go to a special place where you can get warmer, because Samara is a pretty cold country, so there you have a special spa where you can get warmer. And then on the third day we will go to Tsarov Kurgan, where you will look at Samara from a different side. Now you are going to look at Samara from the other side of the Volga. It's a different tour, and you can visit the Skazka reservation area, where there are about 25 northern reindeers. Then you can taste the cheeses at the cheese factory, and then you can visit the sturgeon farm. The cost of the tour is on this slide, and you can also ask for it on WhatsApp. Our company is called Ulyankina Прогулки, tour operator Profi.Travel. My name is Tatiana, and I will be happy to see you all. Please contact me on email or on WhatsApp. Good afternoon, my name is Maria. I'm a tourism manager of a company which is called VTK Transport Company. Dear colleagues, before telling you about our company, I suggest that you have a look at our small video. Hello everyone, this is VTK Tour Company. Today we would like to introduce you to our bus fleet. As you might have noticed, we offer buses and coaches for rent. They are very different. They can do any transport services of any difficulty for any number of people. Depending on your desires, we have the newest and the cleanest buses and coaches for drivers with drivers who are very polite and who are very experienced. We have Mercedes coaches, we have the most exclusive buses. Next slide, please. Here you can see our slides. Next slide, please. We offer very diverse tourist programs for accommodation in Samara because we have a beautiful city with great sights, and we also offer coach tours in Samara, and I hope you will enjoy our city. All our coaches are equipped with all the necessary equipment. Next slide. We are happy to introduce to you our exclusive cabriolet coach, which also offers excursions. This bus is open in summer so that you can see all the beauties of Samara even better, and in winter it is closed, it's becoming warmer, it's decorated, and you can see winter Samara on it. Each seat in this coach is equipped with an audio system and an audio guide in Russian and English. This coach can accommodate 30 tourists. It works according to the hop-on, hop-off system, where tourists can buy tickets and then they can hop off the bus and make a walk tour, and then the coach goes on, and at the next route the tourists can continue their tours. We did our best to cover the maximum amount of sites in our city, in its historical part particularly. Next slide, please. This map shows the route of this bus, which runs along the most picturesque sites of our city. The main bus station is located on the river Park. Then you have the Volga embankment, and there you can have a sandy beach which runs for many kilometers. So actually this is a resort, and it can be a summer resort in summer. Next slide, please. You can also ride this bus to see many sites such as the embankment, and we also organize excursions to other facilities, like Stalin's bunker, for example. This is the most secret facility in our city. We also have a bunker which is 237 meters deep, and that's one of the largest bunkers in the world. We also organize excursions to Togliatti, to Garibaldi's Palace. This is also our industrial park, and you can also find these exhibits everywhere, and you can also find cars of the future, such as electric cars of a very interesting, amazing shape. And we also have Zhigulyovsky mountains. We have a viewing platform which will show you a magnificent view over the Volga River and our mountains. So welcome to Samara. We will be happy to cooperate with you. You can see our contact details on the slide. Please send us your requests so we can prepare a tour of any complexity for you. Thank you.
Our company glad to welcome you and thanks to our region Samara. Uh, so our company uh, glad to present our project today is a Russian experience, which I will talk about in details later. The project is closely related to the region where we live. Samara is the capital of the Samara province, located on the left bank of the river, Volga River. It was founded in 1586 as a fortress to protect Russia's southern border from the nomadic tribes in the area. The Volga River has been a part of the continent's longest highway since time immemorial. The city, developing due to trades and cultivation of wheat, gradually turned into an administrative center. As more and more ships pulled into Samara's port, the town turned into a center for diplomatic and economic links between Russia and the East. This gave a stimulus to the development of the cultural life of the community. As a busy port town and the major transport hub for the Volga region, Samara was full of places to trade, stay, and eat. There was a need to feed merchants, travelers, and workers. You can ask me why I tell you all this. Because our region is rich of delicious food. In the tributaries of the Volga River, medium-sized fish is found in abundance, so it had to be preserved and harvested. From here came the tradition of salting, drying, and drying. It was the first unique Volga region dish. Also, our region has plenty of other delicious traditional dishes to tickle your taste buds. People are often surprised at the variety and flavors of Volga dishes, which were influenced by the region connection to Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. These are the dishes you can't leave our country and our region without trying. Of course, knowing the benefits of the cuisine of our region, we welcome you to taste our region and our country. So, our company offers our foreign guests to discover what does Russia taste like, what kind of people live here, and what makes them laugh. It's all you know thanks to our project Russia Experience. It's an unusual masterclass during which you'll prepare famous Russian dishes, taste national drinks, reach a colorful show, but the main thing, you'll spend your time in talking of Russian people with stand-up masters. How can you make your spare time in Samara tasty and interesting? Of course, Russia Experience. Host a memorable dinner. After a hard excursion day, relax and bond in a fun and interactive dinner while learning about Russia culture and eating fantastic local dishes. Learn about Russia culture, taste fantastic local dishes, taste exceptional drink, and mingle with fellow travelers from India in a fun setting. Our dishes, carefully prepared menu, adapted to the taste of the guests from India. Get a taste. Get a taste with the best local cuisine. Serve a sun-course dinner paired with exceptional drinkers from all the region from Russia. Menu: Russian eats and treats, pancakes with caviar, a jelly with chicken, pickles, fermented vegetables, tomatoes, cucumbers, cabbage. And we have cooking of two dishes: dumplings with Volga fish, glazed gingerbread is a souvenir, and national drinks tasting: herbal tea, kvass, berry juice. Those who are interested can try Russian vodka, home distilled vodka, liqueur, and special winter warming drink, tea with honey and spices, and berry juice based mulled wine. It's really famously fun, interactive, and delicious. So our company was glad to present our project Rush Experience and will welcome you and your clients to have a hospitable experience. You can touch by our contact in any time, and with glad and we welcome you. Thank you very much for your attention.
Приветствую вас, уважаемые коллеги. Меня зовут Нина
Hello, dear
Туринцева.
colleagues. My name is Nina Turintseva. I am the author and director of an unusual location which is situated in the Samara region of Russia, which is called a park of family vacation Malamut land. Malamut is a breed of dogs, and it's not an ordinary dog, it's a sledge dog. This is a dog which really loves people. These dogs were bred in the northern regions of Russia. These are special sled dogs, and they were people's helpers. They transported cargoes on sleds, and they helped people cover long distances among ice and snow. And right now you can ride a dog sled, which is a very interesting bypass passing of the time, which can help you enjoy the Russian winter spirit. We invite you to our park so that you can get familiar with our wonderful dogs and of course ride in sled with dogs. We also have Alaska Malamuts and Siberian Huskies, which are very strong, very kind and friendly, and they don't have any aggression to people. We have a total of 65 dogs in our park, Husky and Malamut dogs. All our dogs are very sociable, and in our eco park we organized riding sleds with dogs, pulled by dogs. This is what we do in winter time. Our eco park is located in Priberezhny village. It's a 1 hour's trip from Samara and in 30 minutes from the Kurumach airport. We also have a very beautiful place here. We have 100-year-old fir trees. We have a wonderful view over the Zhiguli Mountains and a beautiful view of the Volga River. Most importantly, why we invite you to visit our park in winter is to ride a sled pulled by dogs. We can work with many people at the same time. We have very diverse programs.
And we have groups or individual tours. So if you are an individual tourist, we can have 2 to 10 kilometers on dog sledding on the pine woods. And here you will enjoy the entirety of the Russian winter. Beautiful landscapes and aspects of our nature. We do love our oblast, and you will feel love and openness of those wonderful sledge dogs, because they are very human oriented. They obey to your commands. They pull the sleds, and our experienced instructors will teach you how to control the dogs, which commands have to be given to the dog, how to do that in the correct way, and you will have a chance to talk to them after the ride, and they liked being caressed. We also have a big hill to a big sloped hill to ride on special tubings. We have a shaman. We have this character of the Russian North, or Father Frost, as we call it, the Russian Santa Claus. We also have team buildings with sled dogs. We have the program called a pack, where people interact with dogs and do this work together, and that team building is pretty popular. We also offer winter entertainment as a banana ride. You all know that banana riding is for the summertime, but we are using banana ride after snowmobile, and people are very much interested and like it in winter time. In summertime, what we can offer to you is an aqua park. This is well, 3 swimming pools and water hills, and Samara is a resort city. We have very beautiful nature in summertime. We can see the Zhiguli Mountains view from our place, so you're welcome to visit Malamut Place in summertime as well. Starting from December 2022, our site will feature the North, or Sever in Russian restaurant. This is a very unique place with northern style, Russian North style, and I mean the furniture and surroundings, and all types of northern cuisine of Russia, different types of meat, as well as berry drinks, northern syrups, unusual servings, and our restaurant will, satisfy any taste. We are also ready to work on demand. Our chef will always be able to select dishes that you want and to cook it for you in advance. We also have the so-called product, which we name an expedition. An expedition is, let me get a few slides back. The expedition is a tour for 2, 3, 4 days on dog sledges. This tour can be organized by a customized or tailor-made demand from our foreign visitors. To do that, please contact us in advance. You can put forward your requirements. We could tell you what we can do for you. So this is a tour where you first visit our place. You get a safety briefing. On the first day, you try to control dogs on a dog sledge. In the first day, starting from equipment and dog psychology, and the next day is a self-controlled, self-driving tour across the forest, across the field. So you can go to the warm place to stay overnight. So those tours are possible to do from 1 to 4 days. And we will certainly provide our booklet on our mailing list. It is already translated into English, and we are kindly asking you to cooperate us on that interesting tour and promote it. So please write to us or call us at any time. Thank you for your kind attention, and until next time, Pierre Melege. Good afternoon, our guests, and namaskar. On behalf of Nika Tours, I would like to welcome our Indian colleagues. Namaste. For your interest to visit Russia and organizers to present our company Nico Tours for you. We are an inbound travel operator in Russia, and we are sending you welcome from a wonderful Russian town of Taliati. Yes, indeed, this is not Italy, this is Russia. Taliati is a town that is located in the Samara Oblast on the bank of the Volga River. If you look at the Samara Oblast map, it looks like a human heart. Taliati town has the largest Russian car-making plant that produces Lada Niva and Zhiguli. Just 1 hour from us, there is a Samara town where my colleagues were telling you about a lot. Here, the first rocket was made to go to space. Here, we have a large river port for cruises across the great Russian river Volga. Well, we are easily accessible, I would tell you. Next to us, there is a new international airport, Samara, built for the FIFA World Cup 2018, receiving both international and domestic flights. You can fly from India via Moscow by Airflot Russian Airlines. And it takes 90 minutes to fly from Moscow to Samara. We also have direct communication with Dubai, 4 regular flights per week, 4.5 hours in flight time, and we have direct flights to Istanbul, and you could also go to our region via Istanbul. Those of you who would like to see the vast nature and vast territory of Russia, you can travel on a modern 2-storied train. It's going to take you 12 hours from Moscow to Taliati. Again, the city of Taliati is located 1,000 kilometers from Moscow. This is just 90-minute flight. It is located in a very picturesque place on the bank of the river Volga. Here in the slide, you can see a monument to the founder of Taliati, Vasily Tatishev. He is standing on our embankment. Toliati is the car capital of Russia. We have the largest Russian auto-making plant. You will be shown our sites by our guided tours. We have a great guided tour across the city and the Avtovaz car museum. We have a very popular Garibaldi castle next to our city, ancient looking capital, and when your visitors will take a picture of that Garibaldi castle on the right hand side, you can see it, and this is a very good looking place next to our Toliati city. As I said, it takes just 1 hour to go to the capital of our oblast, Samara, where the first space rocket was made. A very popular guided tour, Samara Cosmic, and we could also offer it to you. There are lots of river cruises from Samara city up the Volga River to Moscow, St. Petersburg, Kazan or Nizhny Novgorod, or down the Volga River to Astrakhan or Volgograd. Samara has a wonderful riverfront and lots of interesting things, as my colleagues have already told you, and we all have it in our offers. Samara has lots of accommodation facilities, from hostels to 5-star hotels. It is our pleasure to show you our nature and our specialties, from cuisine to Russian spirit drinks, but today I would like to offer you something specific. Today we are witnessing the FIFA World Cup in Qatar, and back in 2018 the FIFA World Cup was hosted by Russia, and Samara received 6 matches, including 1/8 and 1/4 of the FIFA World Cup finals. Samara Arena is the 3rd largest stadium in Russia after Moscow and St. Petersburg, hosting 45,000 spectators. During the preparation for the Cup, a lot has been built: 6 football pitches, an airport, railway terminal, roads, parks, waterfronts and hotels, and everything is now used to receive our precious tourists. The Toliati city became a place of living for the Switzerland national team. And this Russian headgear called kokoshnik became one of the famous souvenirs of the FIFA World Cup. You can grab it with you as well to India as a souvenir. The Switzerland team was not coincidentally opted for our city, because our city is very compact. We have good logistics, not far from the airport. And Toliati has the so-called sports triangle. Back from the Soviet times, this is our sports heritage, where 3 modern sports facilities, Olymp, Torpedo and Volgar, could offer you various curricula or programs, and based on that we could organize both sports events with very strict judgments and regulations, as well as very funny family sports events for corporate customers or for private individuals. Any types of sports popular in Russia, they're a little bit different than those of India. These are soccer, volleyball, basketball, swimming, ice hockey, not on grass, table tennis, chess, and a lot of other things. As I said, all those facilities are located just next door to our city, so we do not need much transportation, and we could locate or accommodate participants and supporters in the nearby four-star hotels. For instance, Hotel Vega or Lada Resort, where the Swiss team lived during the FIFA World Cup in 2018. Tours to Taliati and Samara region are individual ones, I would say, or MICE events. Indeed, we could offer different types of master classes or team buildings, but this is different from maritime tourism. This is more customized travel. But I can tell you that we love our oblast. We are ready to amaze your tourists. Just rest assured. Based on our visitors' wish, we could combine sports and activity programs and could add guided tours on top. We could teach your customers how to use quadricycles or any types of sports things like skiing or skating at any time of the year. And when you're finished with your sports curriculum, we will visit a Russian bathhouse. There is the first bath house with a stone oven, 25 ton of weight. This is a two-storied building located on the riverbank of the Volga, and you will love it. We are having a soft steam, ice cold swimming pool, as well as a restaurant where you can taste Russian cola, we call it kvass, kisel, like Russian plasma drink. And we could also, our professional bathhouse employees will steam you out well, and we will tell you have a light steam, as we tell to all the people who go to the bathhouse. Our tourist company Nika Tours is an inbound tour operator, and we are members of the single Russian tourism operator register. We have been there for more than 25 years now, and the major activities, we have standard list of actions. We could make an invitation for an inbound visa for tourism or business. We could organize a MICE event, an excursion guided tour, Russian language training for private individuals or corporations, event tours to concerts or sports events, as well as river cruises across Russia, both river or ocean cruises and sea cruises in Russia, as well as railroad trains, the Emperor's Russia train, for instance, as well as active tours and expeditions across our vast country. I would like to thank you for your kind attention. And I forgot to, this is our bathhouse. I forgot to show you that picture. Well, welcome. Thank you for your attention. On behalf of Nika Tours, you are invited to visit Russia and Samara Oblast to a wonderful city of Taliati. We are very customer-oriented, and we will receive your tourists at the highest level. And I have a little request for you. Not long ago, we have translated 3 parts of our website into English. could you please log on to nicotours.ru, make a screenshot, and could you send it to my email address shown here on that slide? I will reply to you by sending a recipe of the Russian kvass, Russian cola, and the history of the Russian bathhouse. Thank you for your kind attention, and Pjur Melega.